6 a.m. Well, I'm on the West Coast, so really probably about 5 a.m. till midnight, close to midnight. Just constantly on and off the phone, making calls, fielding calls, following leads, confirming things, and a lot of stories like there may be stories that I break. Say today's Thursday. I may break a story Thursday, but I've been working on that story probably since Monday. Trying to get in touch with the right people, trying to get everything. You know what I mean? It's a lot. It's a lot that goes into it.
Because you got to validate what you about to write to as well. You gotta ask certain people.
Have you ever
sure? So
have you ever been pranked? Like got a text from someone who's just like, hey, this is this person, and it's not actually, and it doesn't follow through.
You know what? Should I admit this?
Yes.
No, you don't have to say
it's good content. It's good content. Listen, let's hear it.
No, you don't have to say what happened, but you can just say.
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. It's cool. It's cool now. I'm gonna say it. Somebody a few years ago, they were calling a lot of NBA high-end media, calling a lot of high-end media people, or I would say media. Oh, they were contacting me. I know probably Shaq was contacted, or maybe a Reggie Miller or something. Like somebody was calling, claiming to be Kurt Thomas, and they were asking for like the contacts of Reggie Miller, Kenny Smith, and like it was as like just TNT, Charles Barkley, and they were claiming to be Kurt Thomas. Kurt Thomas used to play in the league, and I covered Kurt when I was covering the Portland Trailblazers my first year in the league, covering the league. Kurt was a vet there, and Kurt is he's based in Texas, goes to a lot of Dallas Mavericks games, and so it pops up on my phone as Kurt Thomas, and he's talking to me. This individual is talking to me as like everybody important used to call me C. Hey, what's up, C? What's up, C? And that's the way like I got a text. Hey, C, what's up, man? This is Kurt Thomas. Lock me in. Has a Texas phone number. And I'm like, okay, this is Kurt Thomas. Hey, man, you got a number to Kenny Smith? I'm trying to get in touch with him about something. Hey, Kurt, here you go, bro. There you go. so he goes, and that was like 1 month. 2 weeks later, hey, C, you got a number to Shaq and Chuck and them? He's asking for like a whole bunch of people. And I'm like, hold on, man. Like, shoot, he got Kenny number already. Like, it shouldn't be this hard. Now I'm just starting like fishing. I'm like, man, this don't sound right. Like he shouldn't be like he played with some of these guys. He know these guys. Like, why? And so I start asking him, I'm like, hey, bro, like, I said, call me. He didn't call. So I called him. And it went to voicemail. And then he texts me back immediately and says, hey, see, I'm on a plane right now. I land in like 4 hours. So can you really give me this number real quick so I can text him? And at that point, I'm like, this fishy. I'm like, bro, call me when you touch down. And then he ends up sending me a picture of him. He was like, hey, what you talking about? This is a picture of me like on the plane right now. He had a picture of Kurt Thomas on the plane. And I'm like, Kurt wouldn't do this. Like seemed corny, man. Kurt wouldn't do this, man. Anyway, I went and talked. I'm not gonna bring up this other media member, but another media member in the Dallas area, about a month later, told me about somebody that's pretending to be Kurt Thomas. Is calling around trying to get numbers from everybody. And I actually ran into Kurt like months later. And I told him about it. He said, man, I had no clue. He said, I got your number. I had no clue this was going on. Like some dude is doing this. So yeah, I've been pranked I've been pranked once, but every now and then somebody will get a hold of your number and act like there's somebody. And
100%.
Yeah.
But that's a funny story though. But that's a funny story because
Kenny. Sorry.
No, that's a funny story because I don't think people realize how like everybody kind of knows everybody in the space, and how like let's say they call me, but hey man, I saw Chris Haynes, please can you hit him up? And if I think it's a good opportunity, I'll always double check and text you like, hey Chris, Guys asking for your phone number. Is it cool? Yes. I said it to her. I had to be this way because for stuff like this. Like, hey, bro, so you know if it's a prank, it's a prank. But I asked you first before, you know what I'm saying? Before anything. But then, no. But you know what? You know why you didn't? Because it's a guy he knew. It's a guy he already knew. That like if I know, let me give an example, right? Somebody in your network, like, oh, Tia, you got Chris number just long. I'm like, oh yeah, you know Chris. Why you? Yeah, he already know you. He already knows you. So, but yeah, that's funny. That's funny for sure. That's funny for sure.
The way he addressed me, like, hey, C, you got such and such, and that's what they call me in Portland. Hey, C, what's up? You know what I mean? So, hey, it never happened again.
Yeah.
Again, Kenny, I'm sorry, Kenny. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Kenny's cool. Cool.
I'm glad you shared that story. I know we were on the verge of not doing that's. It happens. It happens. That's for